Hi, welcome to Third Party. Nintendo did a Direct, and it existed. Let's talk about that one.
So I think that this direct was like the beginning of the end, just like of the Switch. It just had all the kind of signposts of like they're kind of like just trying to pad out time now.
Are they gonna make a new console? Do you think?
Well, when they started doing all these the kind of new style of direct, like the Switch style direct, it was all kind of business like and serious. And they started, and it was like 2017, and that's when they started doing the headline shit, and it was all new and quick and snappy, and they had like a bunch of new stuff to show. But now it just feels like they're showing like they're scraping the bottom of the barrel and chucking stuff out, and then they're also just getting back into the habit of doing like random skits and stuff again. And I think they're just like, fuck it, we can just do whatever we like.
Yeah, they have nothing to show, so like they have to like take whatever they can get as well. But I feel like they should just do like a 20-minute direct and cut out all this fluff. Like instead of a 40-minute direct with a bunch of low budget indie games that like really don't deserve to be highlighted this much.
I just want to see 20 more minutes of the two like really awkward Japanese businessmen in a white room, like trying to have banter, and
Well, I found it so weird. Why are there's normally just like the one guy, right? They're barely doing any like presenting between the games. It's just like, that was a good game that we looked at. Here's the next game. There's barely any stuff like that. I don't understand why they needed two people to do it, but I wonder if it is just for that WarioWare joke, so they can have the one guy react to the other guy, because that joke doesn't work with just one person unless they change the joke.
it's just really badly miscommunicated, because like the only way he would be doing that is if he was playing the game, but he wasn't playing the game. He was just doing it. I don't even know if he
He's
had
just dancing.
controllers. The guy was just standing there watching him, and like in this universe where they're playing these characters or whatever, and he's doing a little dance, and he's not aware that they were being recorded. He is aware they were being recorded because they're giving a presentation. So like, did he just not know how long the trailer for the game was?
He's having fun, Joe.
I miss when they used to actually try, like at least in the Wii U days when they were running out of games, like they got the Jim Henson people to make Muppets of them. That was more interesting than just having two guys and they dance once.
Yeah, that's the thing. Like they used to have the direct would have a gimmick. It would have like they did the robot chicken one, or because this is the E3 direct, guys, and
Yeah.
and every year those would have a gimmick, and now the gimmick is there's two guys. Maybe that was it. Maybe this is a big one. We need to spruce it
There's
up.
two guys instead of one guy. It's an E3
Yeah.
one, so they needed two guys to be there, so that while one of them is talking, the other one can just look blankly at the screen, and then they can both do a little snap when they're showing the game.
There's takes where they mistimed it.
Yeah, how many times? The other thing that kind of signals the end for the Switch is that normally when they say this is going to be a direct focusing on games in 2023 or whatever, there's always at least 3 or 4 that aren't. They're from next year. There was none from next
There was two.
year.
Well, there were two games,
First
and that sort of
party ones?
segues. The two games that were next year, which sort of segues into the next segment, was the Luigi's Mansion remaster and the Princess
Oh,
Peach game. They said those are both coming out next year.
Well, the Luigi's Mansion remaster is a remake, so okay, maybe I missed that, but that's still like they do tend to do a lot of remakes when it's coming to the end of a generation anyway. And the Princess Peach
Yeah.
game, I'm not convinced that is coming to Switch, because what the fuck was that?
I have no idea.
That's all they can say about it at this point.
I love it. They're like, oh, she's turned
Nothing?
around. Oh,
You can say nothing.
That's
Is what
all
you can
we
say.
I just feel like at this point they're actually better doing this, and because if they release, like, surely they're better just letting the games on the system sell and making a new one, because if they release anything new, it's just gonna like reduce sales of the old stuff.
Yeah.
Don't you
But-
think it's weird with the amount of like shovelware that they put on that like somehow gets into these like this like biggest direct that they're doing of the year? The amount of shit that gets on here. Don't you think it's weird that on top of that shit being there to fill it out, they go into the effort of having the voiceover explain in detail the mechanics and the draw of the game? What other fucking company would do that? Like, if you got like a fucking like any play like a shit game in like a PlayStation Direct would just not Direct but PlayStation State of Play or whatever, it would just be like a trailer for that shit game. But in this one, they have the Nintendo voiceover guy go like, in this game, you can make your own farm, hunt deep into the earth, and like how much time do they spend? That seems like such a waste of time
What is that?
for such a like.
Is it accessibility? I don't, because they don't have to do that. They don't have to be paying the, because it's the same voiceover guy. Like this is his job.
Yeah.
Like, what else does this guy do? Unless
That's a
he
good
works
question.
for the company. I want to know. You know what I want to know who writes Direct, and I want to know who this guy is.
I'm sorry, I'm trying to do some internet sleuthing on who the Nintendo Direct guy is. Might be someone called Eric Smith, just a voice actor guy. I can't find him though, because Eric Smith is a serial killer.
Yeah, it's a murder. I Google it. The first thing that comes up is murderer.
But I think this is a topic for another video.
Super Mario RPG is getting a remake, guys.
And he has like fucking like T-Rex arms. Like I just think the design of the whole thing is really weird.
I mean, it feels like they've just taken the sprites. It looks like 3D models of the sprite. I kind of like that. I kind of like how it looks. I'm not gonna lie.
I do like how it looks as well.
I don't mind the art style. I just thought his character was very small.
But he wasn't the original as well, right?
I suppose this is another thing where it's like I feel like this is them kind of throwing in the towel because they're doing stuff that like this isn't a big seller. This is like really big fans have wanted this for a long time. So
Yeah.
like they're at the point where they don't really need to sell any systems. They don't. I'm guessing they're just letting the developers kind of do some stuff that they've wanted to do.
Yeah, I mean, I guess that's a good thing. It would just be cool if we could get some more games.
Well, like this looks quite cool, but I just also I don't know if I'll ever play it.
Yeah, I mean, I've
I
never
like
played the
bit where he's
original.
sliding around in the water.
Yeah, it does look like all the animations are taken like 1-to-1 from the original.
Which is cool, but it makes it look a bit dated.
Yeah,
I just watched the trailer again. His arms really are like out of proportion, and it's strange.
I think you need to get with the times, Joe. Mario's got little arms now. He has little arms in this. He has little arms in the other game as well.
And Wonder.
Well, and he's small. I feel like his proportions are kind of similar.
Should we just talk about that?
I really want to. Can we?
Yeah.
Okay.
What did you want to say about it?
Well, I mean, I don't know how you feel about it, but immediately I was like, "Oh, thank God, something's in this direct," and
Yeah.
I really like how it looks. I assumed this game was actually would have been made by the Mario Maker team, maybe.
Yeah.
But I think this game looks like so like polished.
I think it looks like if new Super Mario Bros. U had a soul.
Yeah,
That's what I think it looks like.
like all the animations are really cartoony, and they're all like expressive. The world itself, like the levels, like seem
They're so vibrant.
so much less like. Well, and they also just feel less like they've been made in a Mario Maker engine. I guess.
Yeah.
I love the thing where he's going to the pipe and then he pops his little hand out and like grabs his hat.
I like the text when you jump on an enemy being like excellent and stuff. as opposed to just point scores, because like no one uses the point scores. Like, have you ever like been playing a Mario game and be like, damn, that's not enough? The only time it's mattered is 3D World, is you get a crown.
There's a bit where like it's all in shadow and there's like silhouettes, and I really like that bit. And I think it's because it reminds me of levels in Rayman Origins,
Yeah.
like where it was just like silhouette, like in the foreground. But yeah, the whole thing, it seems just like it's not like I feel like a lot of the Mario 2D platformers are just like bright and vibrant, just kind of like they just have bright colors in them. Whereas this one, a lot of the color schemes for like specific areas seem more coherent, but they're still really vibrant.
And we should talk about the main gimmick of this game, which is like they're taking the whole theme of Mario taking mushrooms. They're just kind of doing that, but literally.
Yeah.
Except
Like,
it's
he's
not a
actually
mushroom,
on
it's a
shrooms.
flower. It's a flower.
Okay,
They
well-
made sure to not make it a mushroom, which I think is funny because that implies that they knew.
I love when he's got a stretchy body.
Yeah. I just think. Well,
You need to be more flexible.
what do you
And
think?
also he can-
like,
Okay, thank you, Elastigirl. Anyway, also he can become an elephant.
well, yeah, that's we'll save that.
Why is that the end reveal?
Oh yeah, one more thing. Elephant
One more-
mode.
I
Fans have been clamoring for this.
I fucking love the guys. I fucking love the guys at the end because they just go over some of the stuff that happened in the trailer, and they're like, Mario he takes a special flower that makes everything wacky, and at the end he even turned into an elephant. A lot of things happened in that trailer, and it's just like, why are you guys here?
Why are they here? It's like, how long would the direct be without the voiceover and without those guys?
Way shorter.
Like-
I feel like they're like shit. Xboxes was like 2 hours. PlayStation's was like an hour. We can't have a 20-minute presentation. So they're like,
No, but
Let's
this is
stretch
how
the
they've
shit.
always done it.
I know, and
They invented the genre,
yeah, I guess.
but like I can't tell if if it's endearing or if they're kind of off-putting.
It's off-putting because it feels too corporate.
Like, I don't like when they bring up Zelda for 2 seconds and then they do a little bow.
Yeah,
I
thank you
I
for
think it's
buying our
just-
product.
I think that's just culture shock. I think that's just
no, I
like,
know it's culture shock, but it's like it's too polite.
But you're watching the trailer again, Mario Wonder. Like there seems to be purple coins in it as well. So I wonder what they'll be used for, if anything.
Well, like to buy shit. I mean,
Well,
no,
yeah,
like-
you have normal coins and purple coins.
That's not what I meant to say. No, to buy shit.
Fucking currency, dumbass.
I mean, like it'll be currency that you'll keep through the...
services.
Yeah. Money can be exchanged for goods and services.
You know what you said that it sounds like the guys in the direct. They after the Mario
This new
after the
Mario game collects purple coins. You can use this as a currency.
That's what's creepy about it. They repeat what's been like. It feels like you're going crazy. You're like, I know.
Yeah, we just saw it. You don't have to.
saw it.
We saw it with our eyes.
like they'll be like, Mario has a hat this time. Like, where have you been? Where have you been?
And at the end, did you see that he turned into an elephant? Whoa,
Like,
boy!
I genuinely, what the vibe does, it makes me believe that these guys genuinely live in that little white room. So this is their entire lives.
It's all they
don't
have,
know
Joe. Don't
what
take it
we
from
know.
them.
They don't know.
That's how
what
they're
we
able
know.
to. That's how they're able to sync up their snaps so well when they're announcing a game. That's what they spend all of the rest of their time practicing.
It's like the reason they're both together now is because the company were like, right, we need to.
We're downsizing.
No,
You guys have to
They're
share
in
a
a
white
smaller
void. They have to share a void. They can't afford multiple.
Well, like the little white box in the old dress. Do you mean like they were like Madagascar style? Like stacked on top of each other.
Yeah, exactly. And they just zoom the camera into one of the boxes.
How many do you think are there?
They're clones.
They're clones.
Yeah, there's thousands.
Well, like I swear I remember a third guy, or has it always just been the two?
I think it's just been these two guys, at least since the Switch came
What's,
out.
what's also unsettling about them is it's been sometimes Miyamoto's there too, but he's just,
Yeah, but they cut away to him.
he's allowed
Yeah,
out.
he lives in a different. He doesn't live in a white void.
Aishionima lives in a black void.
Yeah, Ichijima lives in a black void. Yeah.
But to be fair, Miyamoto's not allowed to drive.
What?
They don't let him drive in case he dies.
What do you mean?
Wait, what?
Genuinely, he's not allowed to drive
Why?
to work.
Well, he's like a
So like
golden
maybe
goose.
it's a similar thing. Like they need to keep these guys preserved. Look, I might be making this up, but I swear to God, Miyamoto is not allowed to drive.
It's like the end of Breaking Bad. They have him chained up in a warehouse making Mario games.
Yeah. That Miyamoto had a fucking hole in the ground.
I don't know if that's really funny to me.
They pull. Yeah, cool. Because you're saying it's like the end of Breaking Bad. That's what happens.
In a
That's what
cage
they
with
do
a
to
tarp on
Jesse.
top.
Yeah.
Who did they kill?
Everyone.
They released like I ran out of I was trying to think of like something they could do that would upset Miyamoto, and he's like, "No!"
If
They
they
deleted. They cut down half the trees in Breath of the Wild. There was way
Yeah, if-
more. They
yeah.
took a bunch of them out.
if they cut down half the trees in Breath of the Wild, and then if he tries to escape again, they'll cut down the other half.
They kill off Luigi.
They're like, we're gonna stop doing this IP if you try to escape.
Because that would make sense because they've stopped doing Star Fox.
Oh my god!
All
Yeah, they stopped Star Fox and they threatened to not do Pikmin 4.
All he's
Unless
got
he kept
all
making
he
Mario
has left
games.
is Pikmin.
Yeah,
Anyway, should we move on?
I think so.
Summarize the new Mario game. I love when it goes a bit wacky. It looks fucking brilliant.
Even just like the normal like movement and jumping, just it looks so expressive. I'm excited.
Yeah, we'll be playing it.
It's great to have that, and also a new Sonic game coming out. Because these are both like great looking couch co-op games, and you don't really get that many like 4-player couch co-op like platformers anymore.
Alex, can I just say that was a beautiful segue?
That was a very nice segue, Alex. Well done.
Into Sonic.
I feel like
Or into what?
Into Sonic?
No, into fucking Pokemon.
How? What?
What do you mean? No,
I
I
don't-
know. I'm saying. The
Look,
only
Alex,
thing-
You've done the
only-
segue now.
you
You don't need to
ruined
keep
it.
talking.
I don't
the
know what
only
you're talking
thing
about.
you
What am I
could have been
segueing?
We haven't actually talked about Sonic at all.
Oh,
Yeah.
you're right. Well, no, we talked about it in the. You had your reaction in the
Well,
video.
Yeah, but I kind of just made noises.
Yeah, it's really funny watching that back because you lose your mind.
It's not much of a conversation.
Him turn away
Oh, hello there.
Joe's
What?
interested. Joe is
the
very
fuck?
interested.
What
this a
the
Sonic?
fuck? That looks incredible.
Joe, you
What's
haven't
going
seen anything
on?
yet.
Is this Sonic 5? Holy
nothing's happened
fucking
yet.
shit cocks. And you're just like, calm down.
Yeah, it's okay,
It's not
Joe.
that big a deal.
We haven't seen anything yet.
No, it does look fucking good.
It does look good.
It
yeah.
does.
It does feel nice. Smosh are back.
Smosh are
Mario's
back.
back.
Yeah.
Sonic's back.
Everything's so right and more. Everything's getting like a relaunch. You know, it's good. I
It's
think
like,
I
These
saw
are
someone
like
say
soulful reboots. It's like
They-
away from the genre of soulless cash grabs.
Well, also this week, Roblox announced they're allowing 18+ custom content. So that's
Great.
that's something as
Oh,
well.
James, you're excited about that, aren't you? You dirty pervert. Sorry. I think we should cut this out.
Yeah, this is just
Okay.
for us.
But Sonic looks really good.
Yes, let's talk
yeah,
about Sonic.
they got the. I mean, like as a fan of Sonic, the thing that excites me most is they got the physics right. It looks like it plays properly.
Yeah, I feel like 4-player local co-op is going to be chaos, but in like a fun way.
Yeah, they've got similar kind of concepts. Like, well, they're both redoing the kind of classic styles, but also they've both got this thing of like a random thing will happen in a level, like that seems.
Yeah.
I think Mario looks better because normally in that way, but
But this just looks like a very solid Sonic game.
yeah, well, like I will probably prefer the Sonic game just because I prefer how Sonic controls. But I think the Mario game looks like it's got better level design. It's gonna be the console wars.
Yeah, except from they're both on the Switch.
It's what Sega does. What Nintendo don't.
Is that true though?
It's like an old school console war.
Except from there's a one console. What are you guys
Yeah.
talking about?
Well,
No, but which game is better?
Well, that's going to be Mario. What are you guys talking about?
Well, exactly. It's gonna be a fight. I'm gonna fight you, and
Okay, we'll fight.
we'll fight to the death. I think Sonic will be a better speed platformer, and Mario will be a better platformer for little babies.
Fuck.
And then-
No. Sonic will be a better Sonic
will
game,
do what Nintendo don't.
which is like make shitter platformers. Got him.
Shitterers.
Shitter.
No, that I love them both, and they'll both be amazing.
Yeah, I hope they come out on the same day.
what would really top off this couch co-op platformer resurgence that we're seeing? Ubisoft, please give us another Rayman game.
Yeah.
That would be so good if we got these two and then also like because it's sad that there's not really any modern games like these. I mean, obviously these ones are coming out, but there's not really any modern games like these co-op platformers, because those were growing up. Those were like really fun to have.
But those get like the Sonic and the Mario game look like what Origins and Legends did for Rayman, but just not quite as good.
Oh, we haven't played them yet.
No, I know, but I mean like visually. Like Rayman looks amazing still. Can I segue quickly into there's a game being a 3D platformer being made by the Sonic Mania team?
Yeah, we saw that. Yeah, that game looks sick.
Oh yeah, I
Yeah.
forgot about that.
Because at first I was like, this looks just like a kind of Hat in Time 3D platformer kind of thing, but then it was like Sonic Mania team, and then I saw you can like slide down slopes and pop up, and it looks like a 3D Sonic game, but hopefully good.
And then like it actually has movement, seemingly.
Yeah.
Which, you know, it's cool.
Yeah, I mean visually it was a bit weird, but I'm sure it'll be
Again,
good.
there's not a lot of modern 3D platformers. Like you got like Ratchet and Clank, and then like what Ukulele, which is deliberately supposed to be like Banjo and Kazooie. But other than that, there's not really any. I guess there's the Sackboy game as well, but there's not that many like 3D
And there's
platformers.
Mario Odyssey,
Right, but feels like it's in a
Bowser's
different.
Fury.
That feels like it's in a different style to like.
Super Lucky's Tale.
I'm right.
Alex, we fucking got you dead to rights here.
No, I'm correct and clever and cool.
What about Ratchet and Clank?
I
What
said
about Agent Clank?
that was the example I
What
gave
about
first.
Agent Clank? What about Agent Clank, the PSP spin-off where Clank's a secret spy?
Well, that's not a modern game, is it?
You said Clank's a soup.
He's a soup.
Sorry, James, I dismissed you talking about Batman. It's just kind of it's weird. It's like every direct they seem to announce like a game from 10 years ago.
Yeah, no one
And
asked for
it's
this.
impressive, but it's impressive but depressive.
I have to wonder, will these games sell? They're on like everything now. And
There'll
is anyone on the
there'll probably
Switch?
be some people like, I want to play it portably.
Yeah, Steam Deck.
Yeah, but then you have to buy a Steam Deck, which people
Well, that's
already own a Switch.
I guess. Joe, you're twisting my hand here.
Well, you're gonna buy it?
Well, no, of course not.
I thought
I'll
that's
just-
what that meant.
No, I don't really know what that meant. I'm just.
you just wanted
just-
something. You looked at the thesaurus.
Yeah.
That sounds good.
I looked at my big book of metaphors.
James, you're
And-
twisting my arm. You said you're twisting my hand. That's not a
Yeah,
thing
you-
people say.
You're twisting my thighs here.
Well, a hand is an arm.
That's not true.
It's an arm with less length.
A hand.
They accomplished the same goal. It just it's just to give your finger something to sit on.
An arm is just a selfie stick for a hand.
Yeah. Alex, you're so wrong about this.
This Direct was one Kirby game away from being mediocre, and it was instead bad.
Yeah. Despite Mario, I couldn't save it.
It would have had to save it. It would have had to be a 3D Mario.
The top comment is, "This is the best direct we've had in a while."
The top comment is wrong.
That's because we haven't had one in 6 months. What do you mean? This is the best Direct since the last one.
This is the best direct since sliced bread.
James, put your thesaurus down.
I'm sorry, it's such a gripping read.
This is the best
I'm on
Direct
chapter
since sliced
30.
bread. This Direct.
This direct will burn its bridge when it gets to it.
You don't put all your eggs in one Direct.
This direct isn't the sharpest knife in the light bulb box.
Alex, you're reading that upside down.
What am I reading upside down?
The thesaurus.
Oh, this isn't a thesaurus. This is a stegosaurus.
Yeah, Stegosaurus out.
Stegosaurus out.
Alright, thanks for listening.